Tactics. I believe nowadays we know that not because someone is good, they want you. Nowadays, tactics are everywhere. You know someone who just want your body. Nowadays, it's easy to know someone who just want your money. Okay. It's easy to know someone who wants just to use you nowadays. These are not like the old days when someone used to smile to you and you think, oh, they are in love with me. Nowadays, a smile can mean a lot of things. And don't be lied to. Please, in the age of information, ignorance is not a choice. Sometimes someone can invest on you in terms of business, in terms of even taking you out and even transforming your life. But that doesn't not mean they love you. Some of you, those people are doing that with change, money, coins, because they are billionaires. That is change, and you think they're in love with you. Let me tell you something. Hey, be aware. Tactics outside there, they will take you to a pit. Shameless. Why are you shameless? Okay. Why does shame affect you? Okay. Why do you usually date people for other people? Why do you run your relationship for other people to have advices for you? For other people to see? I think we need to reach a place we don't care. Whatever makes you be shameful in your relationship, accept it. Because your relationship is an option for you. You know, many people of you are struggling outside there. Relationships in your relationship are struggling because you're trying to maintain an image, you're trying to maintain a profile, a life that you cannot manage because you don't want to be shameful to people. Let me tell you something. If you cannot afford a mansion, live in a bed sitter, live in a single room. If you cannot afford designer shoes, designer clothes, wear those things of thrifting. It's your life. If you can't afford a 7-star hotel, take your partner to a kibanda for a date. It's your life. Cry, baby. At the end of the day, do not be confused. Men and women cry. The difference is where do you cry to or who do you cry on? Because most of the men cry alone. When they are alone, men cry. If your partner is true to you, they will tell you the truth. Women are emotional naturally. It's okay as apart from the masculine women, but dating a crybaby, you need to understand. You need to be you need to give them a space to be vulnerable. Why? Because they need to cry in front of someone, on someone, with someone. But most of us, when we date crybabies, we push away, we judge them too much and push them away, and they go to cry on their friends. Little don't we know that we are pushing them to our own replacements. Devoted. At the end of the day, and this one I want you to understand, you cannot be devoted only physically. If you want your relationship to succeed, you cannot be devoted only physically. You need to be devoted emotionally. You need to be devoted mentally. You need to be devoted financially. You need to be devoted spiritually. And last but not the least, that one physical that is easy for you to do, hugging, kissing all around. That is also devotion because we need your time, we need your energy and all that. But most of you you find yourself, you are being devoted in one or two things. Maybe physically and financially. What about the three? Do you know many people of you are cheating with people outside there because they are giving you their mind, their advices? You find outside your relationship, it's where you go for advice. Outside your relationship, it's where you go for emotional connection. It's a lie. It's a lie. Changes. I know. Before we started dating, you had your own life. Now we are dating. You don't have your own life. It is our life. If you don't load that early, we will always fight. Because people nowadays are changing their routine, changing their behaviors, changing their life inside their relationship. So your partner starts discovering you again, and they did not date that changed person. They loved the original you. Now you have started getting new behaviors, new habits, new character, and they are wondering who are you, and you want them to accept you the way you are. No. Life does not happen like that. There is something that brought us together. So if you have to change, I have to be consulted. Because if you change and become something I didn't love and I cannot love, then this relationship is over. Or you will be draining me. Messed up. I want to ask you a question. Do you want someone who messed up and don't tell you? Or usually mess up and tell you? Because you cannot tell me you want someone who doesn't mess up. It's a lie. It's a lie. Even you yourself, you mess up. Do you know most of the time we think we mess up only physically? But the moment you give someone else your time, that is no business, but you're giving them their time, they're making you smile, they're giving you that comfort your partner should give you, that is messing up also. Before you look at your partner's big log in the eye, look at the speck in your own eye. Because you need to reach a place that to understand that everybody messes up. The difference is how. Because most of you think your partner is not messing up because they don't tell you or you don't catch them. But better those people who mess up and tell you so that you can walk one journey of getting out of the weakness. Abandoned. Let me tell you something. A breakup. I'm telling you, guy, oh Lord, I don't know if you understand this one. Better you be left by your partner rather than being in a relationship where you don't get your own rights. For example, being in a country, you have rights, but you have no freedom of speech. You cannot vote. You cannot live. In short, you are rights, but you are not given. For example, do you know there are people who got married? They were so happy. Nowadays, they live in the same house because of PR, but they don't speak to each other. They don't. Okay, even in that house when they cook, it's everybody cook for themselves. They don't have conjugal rights. Okay? They don't have a dream that they are building. But when friends come around, they pretend. Do you know many of us are in that state? Never want to be in that level where you are abandoned. You have rights, you have needs, but you are not being given. It's an error. How secret is your relationship? Note this. I have not asked how private is your relationship. How secret is your relationship? There are people we are suffering. Can we say we? Because in reality, in private, you are treated as the queen of the whole world. Like you are the king of the universe. But in public, you are dismissed, ignored. In levels, you are like, in the morning we showered together. Yesterday, we even didn't sleep. We slept late nights because of good timings. In the house, you cook for me, like nice. You dress nicely, very attractive. But outside here, you want to pretend like you are all alone in this life, like you don't have anybody. And you wonder, why are you being hidden like that? Sometimes it's a red flag. I know I am not an advocate of social media, but do the people outside your door know about your relationship? Do their relatives know you? Do their friends know you? Because there are people who are living like roommates. Even the guard of your apartment knows that your brothers and sisters or cousins. Because when you're not around, maybe that person brings someone else because that relationship is too secret. And they are told that maybe you are a cousin, you are a friend, etc. Outside here, you have been nicknamed words, names that you don't hear them in the house. Like a friend. In the house, you are baby. And it's wrong. Sometimes it's good to evaluate your relationship. Is it private or is it a secret? Okay, day. What a good conversation today. We talked about waiting till marriage. But let me ask you a question. You have done your marriage and it's your honeymoon day. You find your lady is not what you thought. She told you she's virgin. She's not a virgin. That day is when she's deciding to tell you how many body counts she has. Or in your honeymoon day, you find your man does not know how to work, or it doesn't work. Okay? It doesn't operate, it's dead. It doesn't have strength. What will you do? And you waited till marriage. I'm not advocating for people to try before, but it's good for you to know if it is working. You see, because in reality, I wonder, you have that anxiety of how it will be, curiosity, let me call it curiosity, how it will be. And even your friends have gassed you up how that day will be. Then that day you find that it doesn't work. Or the lady, it is not penetrating through. It's difficult. Let me say it because I'm wondering how I'll put it in a very respectable place. Now, what happens after that? Will you divorce when you find it doesn't work? Or you find even your lady is a transgender and you waited? You see, some thoughts I usually have, I wonder, do you have them also? Because me, I don't know what I can do, because divorce is a long process. It is another committee, it is another planning, it's a very dirty process. So this is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying you have sex before, but can you know that your person's thing is working, or it is there? You might find they were chopped off and they're still smiling for you, and you're there wondering, why are they agreeing to wait till marriage? It's because they want to glue you into a marriage, because you cannot live then. Think about it.